And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for space, it's Overton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Split backs here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Let's talk about Alabama. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now on the counter. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You could tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Meadows. Touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Here comes the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. With this 7-0 lead. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. The 20. He's a touchdown. Crimson Tide. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Hokie offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quick strike complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. The throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He wants to throw it again. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Racing to the right. Past the 30. 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Let's go! Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his man. It's Overton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Makes the catch. It's Wiggins. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw him quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He might want another play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Adams. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. Caught in the backfield. It's McLeod. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McLeod. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Rush is on him. Pass rush gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
In the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
That keeps the score Alabama 21, Virginia Tech 0.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. to the well. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. He's moving out of the pocket. Turns it on in midfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll go to the toss. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown Tide!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Give to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
With the catch, it's McLeod. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's McLeod. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
second and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. And the Hokies want to move quickly. Third down play from the gun. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. The give to the back. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Bringing the heat. Fires to the tight end. Strong, firm tackle. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Right on the money. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Makes the grab. It's Wiggins. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
42 Spider.
Off the RPO, complete. Oh, he's got some space. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Get set. Get set.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Sets up the screen. At the 35, he's open. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Here comes the offense on first down.
Check. Green 25. Go.
The run to the left. Makes one man miss. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Now on the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill and be physical. They try to get on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
Didn't move it a millimeter on that last play, and now they'll try it again on 3rd and goal from the 1. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10.
Jackrabbit.
Might as well give it to him again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. To throw, it's Russell. He's got it on the run, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Washington is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 2001 season where UW won the Rose Bowl and nearly won a title. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in... Exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got a man. It's Adams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Adams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. One final play before the end of the quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Quarterback keeper gets the first himself. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So first down, we'll open up the final period.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, go.
Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football.
Touchdown, Hokie! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the extra point is good. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown.
17. Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Let's talk about Alabama. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be...
Breaks into the open. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll go to the ground. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
He's brought down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. The toss sweep to the right. Got room to work. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Gets open down the middle. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
There's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you